Welcome to the Future Top 10 podcast, Los Huevos. My name is Benny.
And my name is Yolk. And we're two eggs trying to get by with fun times and good laughs.
Every Thursday, or at least we hope every Thursday, you'll join us in the pan and explore various topics that pique our interest, whether it's conspiracy theories or just random thoughts you'd get while trying to sleep.
We're hoping to figure out our format as we go on. So hop on and join us as we figure out how to use podcast technology. We did this like 3 times already.
This is our
This
third
is our
time.
no.
This is our third time trying to make this episode happen. We literally had a script and everything, and
We sound too
sounded very
robotic.
monotone. Yeah, we sound very monotone. So this is what you're gonna have every episode. We'll have a little bit more organized topics, but for now, this is what you're getting for the first episode. But Benny comes from Eggs Benedict. Yolk.
I don't think anyone will know that. Oh, well, I don't know if you guys could guess where my name came from.
Egg yolk. And
No, it came from like York. Like it's because I'm a New York egg, but I changed. I'm from New York.
but this is our first episode, so we hope you guys enjoy because we're literally gonna be talking about random shit for the rest of this episode. Anyways, we made this podcast because
This is a podcast to make it shorter. This is a podcast of two college students that have been friends for a while that have too much free time.
not because we are like losers or anything.
We are.
But because we are losers and we can't do anything here where we live, there's nothing to do.
You don't want to go to the corn. It's the corn place. There's nothing else. It's not
Corn
known for
place.
anything.
We are from the corn place. So yeah, we've been friends for a while now. A good friends, 6 years. Wow.
We're freshman college students. First sem.
Yeah. So we're not like 20. We're a little bit younger than that.
We're 18.
Oh yeah, and then my social security number is also. So we just watched a movie right now. Not for fun. No, we didn't go to the movie theaters either. We watched it on a.
We watched that movie on Amazon Prime.
We watched it together because it was not for fun, but for our English class. And it was actually a pretty good movie. So if you guys want to watch a movie, specifically about like Hispanic, it's like kind of spiritual, but not really spiritual.
It's a horror movie.
It's a horror movie, but not really horror. It wasn't that scary to me.
It's
Okay.
called Madres. You can find it on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, it was a pretty good movie. I felt like it was too short though, but I feel like they could have done a little bit more. A little summary for those who don't want to watch the movie and you just want to know what we're talking about. A couple,
A Mexican American couple
yes,
that is expecting their first kid.
they moved from LA to somewhere else.
It's still in California. It's just like a small.
It's like a smaller.
I think they call it like the armpit of it.
The armpit of California.
what the sister said.
Yeah, and basically, a lot of pregnant women have been having issues because they either like miscarry or they die or they're
They
infertile.
have kids.
And not to spoil the ending, but it's a pretty good movie. But if you plan to watch it, it's pretty good. I guess I predicted the ending.
That's what you should do. If you watch it with friends, you should at the beginning before it starts, guess. Watch a little bit. Watch like, what was it, like 40 minutes of it, maybe?
Yeah, watch 40 minutes of it and take a little guess at what happens. Why these things happen. And
there's some a little bit obvious things, but
for the most part, it was a pretty good movie. I liked it. Halloween season is coming up, and I'm actually really excited.
are you gonna dress up as anything?
No.
Boo.
Are you gonna dress up as anything?
No.
Uh-uh.
I am gonna paint my face for the Day of the Dead event.
I'm not going to. I don't know if I should.
I am just because I have face paint. At least just like little dots. I hope it doesn't rain that day because my face paint is water based, so it's just gonna.
It's just gonna you look like you cried.
I'm gonna look like La Llorona.
It's raining right now. I would like bring the mic to my window, but it doesn't
Maybe if I
stretch
can.
enough.
Tell me if I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear it.
That sounded more like you cooking something with oil than.
That's literally what it is. It's the rain outside.
Yeah, it's pretty rainy.
Well, I can hear thunder outside, so I hope there's no
Are you
lightning.
serious? Oh my god! If you don't know, we're scaredy cats. So I'm gonna be in the middle of my hallway with my light on, with my flashlight on from my phone.
Also,
Like,
I don't know if you know, but we are in California, which is not very likely of rain. I feel
Yeah, we're getting
Northern
that
California.
nice water that we need.
We do need the water. The thing is, we're not used to it.
Because we're so used to like hot, dry weather.
100-degree weather. Actually, I'm still not used to that, and I've lived here all my life.
Me too. I'm like, every time I'm always dying. Like, when fall was starting, it was literally cold a week, and then the next week it was in the 90s and high 90s. Yeah, but I like the rain. At the same time, I don't. But I'd honestly prefer colder weather than the heat.
I'm okay with cold. It's just like rainy storm that I don't like.
I really like fall weather specifically. I really like when the trees are all orange colors.
Orange
Leaves,
colors.
not the trees, the leaves are orange. I like that kind of weather. If it rains, it's nice, but I want to be inside. I like the weather overall during the fall, but when it's like fucking summer, I'm like dying. I feel like this year the weather has been not, surprisingly enough, I don't think it's been as crazy as it was past years.
I don't know. It's because I don't remember last year's weather anymore.
Like last year's weather was fine. I think it was like 2023 where the weather was like weird.
Also, we are not sleeping late. It's barely 7:43.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
This is our third attempt. We first recorded our first attempt at like 12, not 12,
Probably one.
one something.
We're figuring
and
it
then
out.
we recorded it again because we're like, we sound too monotone. And now this is our third attempt. How many hours later?
7.
7 hours later. This is our third and last attempt. And we might sound corny, we might sound really unfunny, but you know what? This is us. And the rain is getting harder. I can hear it.
I could also hear it slamming into my window.
But if this is what you like, just normal casual conversations.
I'm really craving like a hot chocolate right now.
That sounds nice.
Like some marshmallows on top.
I want. Oh my god. My favorite time of year in a school year is this time. I like this time during finals. I know finals are like scary and everything, but like final time,
The weather in finals.
like the weather, like going to classroom and it's like all nice and cold. One of these, at this point, we're gonna be like every other podcast and be like, "Am I the asshole for?" At one point, give us if you're actually listening to this and you have ideas.
Any
Comment down
conspiracy
below.
theories?
Can you comment on? I think you can comment on Spotify podcasts, right?
If you cannot comment on here, or don't know how to because we don't either, or don't even know if it works, we are also going to we opened a TikTok account called Dos Huevos Podcast, all lowercase. Our Instagram also called Dos Huevos Podcast, all lowercase. And our YouTube called Dos Huevos Podcast, where the D and Dos, the H and Huevos and the P in podcast, and there's a little dash BY. So Dos Huevos Podcast, little dash BY, as in Benny and Yolk. Or you could leave us a comment there instead.
This person's a liar. This person has topics for content creators, and it has like good ones, like about fragile masculine. ask literally, like, is the university worth it? Does pretty privilege exist? Like more serious topics, but I think they're still
Yeah.
good topics. Prescription. Oh my god, self perception and belief. And he says he has them in his bio. He's a liar. They're not in his bio. They're not in his bio. They're not in his bio. Oh wait, if you hear meow, that's my cat. He wants to go inside. He's probably scared. Let him in.
What the hell? I searched up for questions like online, and one of them is, if animals could talk, who'd be the rudest? I think not rudest, but cats. I feel would have an attitude.
I feel cats, and you know what? Also, like everyone, people who start their podcasts have like, "Hey, get off my! He's on my computer."
I mean,
Everyone has like a room with like couches and everything to do the podcast. We don't have that.
we are in our own rooms, separate by a couple miles. Not even a couple. I think a mile. Like I'm seeing like conspiracy theories, and
Yes.
people think a conspiracy theory is that COVID-19 was like created like intentionally to spread like to kill a bunch of people.
I personally don't believe in that. Not because I think the government would not do such a thing. At this point, I think the government will be willing to do anything to you just for their own benefit. But
You know, my dad does believe in. My dad believes that COVID-19 was like made to make the world population go down.
I think I don't think it was made, but I honestly haven't found any evidence. I haven't really researched that kind of topic, so I can't really say like, "Oh yeah, I believe in that." What do you think, Yolk?
Well, I don't think they made it because it's also why.
Yeah.
Why would they be like, we're all gonna die? Help! Like I don't know. I don't think so. But do you think celebrities are in a cult?
Oh,
Like
for sure.
Illuminati?
I remember watching conspiracy videos about that when I was younger, and I don't know. A part of me does believe.
That's what I'm reading. It's because I'm reading conspiracy theories, so we have something to talk about in this meantime.
I do believe. Okay, this is. I have a little topic we can discuss.
Okay.
We're gonna start off our first episode strong with the topic of AI. I do not like AI.
It's kind of scary how AI makes like it's gotten so far where it could like copy like exactly like somebody. Where sometimes you can't even tell if it's AI.
And it's only been like 2 years, like 3 years since like the last, like, those Will Smith eating spaghetti videos.
Oh my gosh, those look so realistic now if you actually see them.
I know. And look, I think the concept of AI, is like it could be helpful in the future. I do think so, but it's just the way it's using up so much water and the way people are using it for the dumbest things that makes it.
Like right now it's popular the Jake Paul thing.
Yes, the little Jake Paul videos. I just don't think that if AI, let's say AI wasn't really harmful to the environment, let's say it was like there's no benefits to it, I feel like AI has been used as a way for like it hasn't been used in a good way. Like people are making like those ASMR videos.
What does that bring to us actually? Like what is that one that's like honey keyboard?
Oh yeah, that honey keyboard thing, or the you have five different toast options. Galaxy toast.
You know, what else have they? A lot of kids right now use that to cheat.
I know, and it's look. If you use AI to write an essay, why? Literally, why?
No, let's make it both. If you're in college and use AI to write your essay,
That's even worse.
It's like, let's say you want to become a doctor or a nurse, and you're using AI to cheat on assignments. You have the hands of people. You have the hands. You have people's lives in your hand.
Here's the thing. I know people are gonna be like, it's not that big of a deal. I'm afraid, or it's not that bad. It is, because at this point, number one, it just means that you're lazy. Number two, it just means you don't understand the concept, the topic that you were being asked to write about. And if you need the help, just ask for it. But if you're using AI to write your essay and then you get mad that you get caught, that's on you. And if you're specifically like, okay, high school, I understand people cheat in high school all the time. I cheated my fair share of times in high school. I'm not gonna be like, no, I never cheated. I always studied. I never studied. But if you are in a university, specifically a university, and especially like a prestige, like one of those fancy ones, and you're paying and you're cheating using AI, the hell are you doing there in the first place?
I feel like that's just, you kind of just took someone's place.
Yeah,
También.
exactly. Like if you can't do an as simple essay without using ChatGPT, why are you there? And I know this might not be the best first impression for a lot of people, and I'm sorry, but I don't know. I just don't think, like, I feel like AI could be used in good ways
It can be
if
used in many.
if it
Something
wasn't so like harmful to the environment. We're not like scientists, so we're not
that's
gonna
not
be
even
like,
our career path, so.
that's not even our career paths. I'm studying psychology.
And I'm studying early childhood education, or easier to known as to become a teacher.
And speaking of early, like, I know we're diving into not deep topics, but like more controversial topics on our first episode when we should be like, going slow. But speaking of like early childhood education, kids having an iPhone 16 at the age of 8 is crazy.
I think I got my first phone, I think maybe at 10, but I had those free Obama ones.
I had my first phone, which I know it's kind of ironic and hypocritical of me to say. I got my first phone like at 9 years old, but it was one of those button phones. Like, what's it called? A BlackBerry?
I think it was.
Like those button phones, and then my first like actual like phone like touchscreen was like those ZTEs. And then like, and not even until like middle school, like when I was 13, 12, I got an iPhone 6 or an iPhone 7.
I got my first iPhone at 15.
Yeah.
And it was
And
the.
and I only got an iPhone because I traded my old phone in. That's literally the only reason.
I think I got mine. Well, because I turned 15, that was my present. What phone did I have? I had the mini one.
Yeah, you had the iPhone 12 mini, no?
12 or 11 mini, one of those.
I think you had the iPhone 12 mini.
I have upgraded, but I'm already behind.
I turned my phone in, and I changed plans también, so I have an iPhone 15 Pro.
I got my mom's phone, so
But
they
isn't
got
there
their
like
phones.
an iPhone 17 now?
I don't even know what they are.
There's like, why are they pumping them out so fast?
They all look the same at this point.
I think at this point they're only doing that for money, not because like they wanna. It's because they don't wanna. Because at some point your old phone stops updating,
Yeah.
and so they just
Mine's
want
getting
people
close.
to spend more money. Because. But as I was saying, kids like 8 years old, 9 years old, 5 having iPhone 16s is absolutely insane. Like,
Oh my gosh. And when this a little bit changing topics, but right now the cartoons that kids watch, not even cartoons, it's YouTube.
yeah. They're so
with the
overstimulated.
Skibidi toilet,
Uh,
Riz.
I think that's a bit old now. The kids,
Uh,
the kids
Tung
say,
Tung Tung Sahur. Um,
what the kids say now these days. We're not even. We barely graduated, literally a few months ago, and we're already behind in like kid lingo. Like when 6-7 came out, we were so confused.
I think the next, I don't know if it's the older number or the newer number, but it's like 41 or 41, something like that. There's
What
too
does
many
that
numbers.
even? What does that even mean?
I think they were like part of songs. I don't really even know if it means anything. I don't get it though. I don't get why people use it either.
I mean,
I'm not gonna go up to you and be like 6-7. What
back
the
in
hell does
our
that mean?
day, which was not even that long ago.
Actually, I can't say anything.
Back in our
I
day,
was a
ours
kid
was
that used
what's 9 plus 10?
21.
21.
Oh my gosh, talking back to this 21. A few weeks ago, we went to a friend's birthday party.
Hmm.
We were almost fighting this kid, this 10-year-old.
Yeah, we were beating him up.
No. No, 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 no. He was making fun of us almost.
We were bickering. We were bickering with this kid, which like made me feel I was truly in old man status.
He asked us if we knew when the pyramids were made. Like, not made, but if we
He,
witnessed
he,
it.
he told me. He told me how was it like being born in 1 BC. And I was like, oh.
I don't know when kids got so disrespectful.
It's
So,
always been like that. I think back
yeah.
in our day, kids would be like, what was it? Chupapi muñaño? Like this
But
is
it's like, we didn't even know that kid.
we didn't even know that kid. But I don't
I
even
don't
know
think,
if he was related to our friend's family.
I don't think anybody knew who he was.
You know, everyone was like, we were like, oh yeah, who's this kid? Who is this kid? And then everyone was like, I don't know.
He was at the party.
He was
And
at
then he
the
was telling us that he was like a college student also.
yeah. We were like, oh, that's so not true, but thanks for letting us know.
I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, something nice about like bickering and fighting with children. That now that I'm saying this out loud does not sound that good, but yeah, these days there's I don't know. Their kids these days, I feel like they still have somewhat the same attitude as when we were at that age.
It's because also I feel like we had that, but we didn't show it that much. If I were to tell something like that to my mom, she would have spanked me.
Yeah. But there was kids like that during our time when we were around that age, like when we were in third grade. There were kids like them, and you know that hasn't changed. Back then, they would like, mm, they would be like the kids in the back of the class would always like moan really loudly, and I'm like, okay, thanks, thank you so much, thank you for destroying my eardrums.
it, I don't know if this let anyone know, but we were not those kids.
I think it's pretty obvious to know that we were like the losers, but not losers.
We were what you would consider background kids,
Yeah, we were
not
like if you
according to the storyline.
in a movie, there'll be like the main characters, the main bullies, the main nerds. They'll be talking, they'll be doing that, but in the background is blurred, and you'll see like blurry people walking by. That's us.
Yeah, you saw a kid in the background accidentally drop a book. That was us,
Yeah, we were the background kids,
and we
and
still are.
we kind of sound like losers. I'm not even gonna lie, but it's okay.
Like when we started college, we said that we were gonna be so into the clubs that we joined, that we were gonna do so many things.
We're gonna
Um,
socialize,
we are like 8 weeks in already.
and the semester ends in 8 weeks,
The semester, we're like halfway there.
and we have not done anything. We have
We
not
tried
made
to help
anything.
once,
We helped help. Yeah, we helped once.
once, and that's saying we did this last week, barely.
I'm not gonna lie. I do not remember what we did. Oh
Not the
yeah, 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 yeah. We helped make piñatas.
Yes. I
Like
think
you know,
activities. We haven't even gone to any of the meetings.
we haven't. Well, I can't go to any of the meetings because I have a class during that time.
I am not gonna stay that long to go to a meeting. My class ends at 11.
Yeah,
They don't start the meeting till 1, and I don't have any class after that. I will not be staying there.
I have a class at 11:45 to 1:50. So if you think I'm gonna rush to the meeting room for like a 10-minute, they're probably already saying goodbye at that point.
Yeah.
But wow, we got really off topic really fast. But I feel like education. I know a lot of people are like, school's annoying. Yeah, school's annoying. Okay, when I was in high school, which was not that long ago, when I was in high school, I skipped. Okay, I did skip.
You're saying that like it was a long time ago. It was this same year, 2025.
Yeah, I skipped, especially my junior year. I did a lot of skipping.
Junior year, that was a harsh year.
Yeah. So for future incoming juniors, like if you're going to be a junior next year, or incoming high schoolers, people say junior year sucks, and at first I didn't believe it, but it was horrible.
Actually, even for the people that already finished junior year, if they want to comment if theirs was as bad as ours or we're just overreacting also.
Yeah, because it was bad. It was really bad. Like, not even specifically junior year. Junior specifically, I mean second semester junior year.
It's because I felt like that was the semester that you had to do everything. If you wanted to apply to colleges, apply then. If you wanted to do something, do it then.
Yeah. Um. But education. Look, I'm gonna sound like a big ass fucking nerd right now. But education is genuinely important, and if you're using the cheap ways, the easy ways to get around it, you're fucked. Okay? Like, no, I'm not saying you're fucked because I'm not gonna lie, I also cheated my way around it. Like, okay, freshman year, if you're cheating and it's like, okay, you're cheating. It's probably the easiest year, but if you're cheating, you're cheating. I feel like the year not to cheat is probably junior year.
Yeah.
Because do other states do state testing and everything like that?
I don't know if it is. No, because we do the California state testing.
Man,
You lucky butts out there that don't have to test during junior year.
you lucky butts. But just yeah, we don't have to study. Just do your work. Honestly,
Do your work and actually be in class. I could tell you from experience, be in class.
be in class, and I'm not gonna be like, oh, I was a straight F student. No, I wasn't. I was a pretty good student. I didn't. The more I talk, the more I sound like a loser. I don't know.
Here's the thing. If ever this is the sound that like brings nightmares to me.
That's disgusting. Take that off.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that we don't have to do that anymore. Hopefully, if they bring it up,
I don't think so.
I'm gonna have to hear that noise, but I won't be doing the testing.
Oh yeah, because you're gonna be a teacher. I'm going to be not really a therapist, a sort of a therapist. I want to study like abnormal psychology, so I'll be, the people who are going insane because of that sound. I'll be helping them. But if you want to be, like, if you want like a career that involves saving people's lives, like a doctor, or like if you want to be a veterinarian for like animals, put your like work, your back into it. Do the work. Honestly, education is a big factor with income, but also like having the motivation to do something. Because look, if I get my bachelor's in psychology, I'm not gonna get the best job options. I'm barely gonna get anything. But if I have the motivation, I need to get higher education, get a master's or a PhD, and that gives me more of a push to get a better career.
I don't know if anyone could relate I feel like there is a lot of people that could relate, but like more like if you come from immigrant parents or parents who did
Yeah.
not finish school,
Yeah.
I feel like they would be like you would be proud of yourself, and they will be proud of you for accomplishing something that they didn't even accomplish or couldn't accomplish in some cases.
Yeah. And I'm not saying you have to go to college to be successful. I'm saying that if you have your education, that could be so helpful. But at the same time, some majors, a bachelor's is enough to get a good career, or some majors, a bachelor is not enough. And it all
Well,
depends on the motivation, your ambition to get that job you want. And honestly, some people can get a job without having a college degree. I'm not saying you should drop out,
there's also
but
some college degrees that will get you zero jobs. Also, know to pick well what degree you're trying to get.
yeah, because there's I
You're
think
not gonna
that's
try to be what is it called, like the marine biologist and live like in Arizona.
yeah. I think it's a conflict of interest because look, a lot of people, especially like lower income families who want to go through a higher education to get a better job, to get more money and more income to support themselves and their families, they have a conflict of interest because they want they want a, I think it's called a conflict of interest, I'm not sure. They want a good career to get them good money, but at the same time, it's not something they'll love. Like sometimes they'll love something else, but that
Yeah,
career won't give them much money. So
I feel for me sometimes I feel it's more what I personally I am going better for something I would like to do than something that would bring me a lot of money. Just because why would you like why would you work somewhere where you don't want to be there? And never you're like, oh, why am I here? What am I doing here?
oops, I unplugged my mic.
I heard it.
1 second. Let me make sure it's connected.
Why? What
Well,
is it?
the thing is, a lot of people don't really have a choice. Like
No.
I'm more of the opposite end. I would rather have a job that pays good money than a job that I will love. And I know people are like, not the best. I'm not giving people advice. I'm not saying people should do the same thing I'm doing, but I like psychology, so that's a good thing for me. I like psychology, so I got lucky that if I get a good a good degree, I can get a good job. It really depends because it is a competitive like job thing, but I feel like some people just don't have a choice. Like for example, a lot of like art majors. I don't think a lot of art majors make the most money.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is some diplomas don't really bring you any, or people don't even look for it. It's more like of a hobby diploma type thing.
Yeah, but that's not trying to discourage anything. If you want to be an art major or you want to be a major that doesn't typically get the most high paying careers, go ahead and do that. Do
Hold up,
what you
hold up.
want to do. If you want to do that career, if that's something you love, something you're passionate about, go ahead.
Yeah.
Just do what you want. Okay, if you don't want to go to college, then don't go. If you want, like, it's all at the end of the day. I'm not going to force you to do anything. No one can force you to do anything. People can offer you advice. People can offer you tips, but at the end of the day, it's ultimately up to you. I am planning on getting my doctorate if life allows, if if I have the income for it. Like I said, it life happens,
Also, talking about also about like income, and some families don't have the income to go to college. There is a lot of resources that you could get help from.
Yeah.
You just have to ask. You just have to search.
At the same time, it depends on your area. Like your area might not allow, like might not offer resources, or you might not qualify for those resources.
There's
So
many things that people could search up. There's literally you could go on there. I've seen scholarships that is like Harry Potter scholarship. Like it's literally like, what's your favorite character? What house are you in? What type of wand do you like? Like
I'm gonna do that.
there's so many financial helps
But
And
also
also,
be careful to make sure the websites are legit. Don't
yeah,
get scammed. Well, sometimes life happens. Sometimes someone just doesn't qualify. Sometimes they're like really unlucky. But that doesn't mean you should give up. Okay, some people start college and they're like 50.
yeah. It's
Especially
when
like
you
community colleges.
also sometimes like people they're like they have to go like they have to work not because they want to, but because they have to help out like their family or the situation at the moment.
Yeah, really it really depends on your circumstance. And we're not coming from like um upper class income houses. We are from lower income households.
We are the people who receive FAFSA.
We are the people who receive FAFSA. We are the people who qualify.
We are the people who ride public transport, who are keeping public transportation alive.
Oh yeah, that's us. We're keeping public transport alive, active. We are. We have we're not like we're not the most wealthy people. We have experience. We know what it's like. I've moved when I was younger. I used to move a lot. When I was younger, we would rent a house and then we'd move that same year. So we have more or less experience. We yeah we keep those public transportations open. We went to a different route. Instead of going to a university, we went to community college, and we're going to transfer to a university from there. We're just like, yeah. So we know more or less. If you are lower income and you're not sure what to do, always do some research. Always find some resources. Always ask counselors, or it's always good to communicate. It's always good because if you don't communicate, you don't do anything, then you won't be able to do anything. Yeah, I think this is a good place to end off.
I was thinking of something to say more lighthearted.
Moving on, Halloween is coming up. So, did we talk about that already?
I don't know if we did. I don't know if it was this one or another one.
No, we did talk about it.
Then just say something different than Halloween. On a different note, we had talked about how Halloween is coming up. If not, if we hadn't, Halloween is coming up.
We did. We have like horrible memory. We
We're
literally talked
boring.
about Halloween not that long ago, and we already forgot if we did or
If
not.
we take a pause in between this, we forget everything we were talking about.
So we but Halloween is coming up. So listeners, are you guys planning to dress up? If so, if you can comment on Spotify, comment down below what you're gonna dress up as. Or if you're gonna do anything interesting.
What's your favorite Halloween movie?
Yeah. Are you asking me or the listeners?
You, and then I'll ask the listeners.
I don't. Here's the thing. I don't really watch Halloween movies, but I do like watching documentaries. Not for the Halloween season. I like it in general. But I think my favorite Halloween movie would be I don't know, Scream. Maybe. What about you?
I like any like Tim Burton.
Oh yeah, I
Like I
love
feel
Tim
like
Burton.
that gives off like Halloween, like either Nightmare
Yes,
Before Christmas, Corpse Bride,
I love
Edward
Corpse Bride.
Scissorhands,
Let me change my answer.
Beetlejuice.
I like watching Corpse Bride.
I watched Corpse Bride the other day.
I love Corpse Bride.
I was watching it.
I like Corpse Bride. I like yeah, I like Tim Burton movies.
What is y'all's favorite Halloween movie?
And if you got any recommendations, also comment down below if you can. I'm not sure how Spotify works.
If not, like we said before, you can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all as Those Huevos Podcast, except YouTube is Those Huevos Podcast BY.
For Benny and Yolk. And if you plan to do anything that's not trick or treating, like you're going to a party or you're doing a sleepover or watching a few movies or just doing nothing, let us know. Maybe I'll steal some ideas because I don't think I'm doing anything for Halloween.